Guys, I am back with another layout from our scrap bin, and I did a little work prior to starting because I think it would have just taken too long for me to glue all these triangles down. But what I did is I pulled all of these papers from my scrap bin, and many of them were from 6x6 pads, but I have broken up a lot of my 6x6 pads and added them to my scrap bin to try to get them used up and just put them in based on color. So a lot of these are from an old crepe paper collection. And I used my triangle punch, which is from EK Success, to punch out all of the triangles on here. My background paper is a new paper from Amy Tangerine, Brave and Bold. This is the back side of it, this really pretty rainbow, but I loved this kind of paint stroke color for the background. And this is my photo. I backed my photo with white cardstock, then some of this wood grain, and then some of this pink. And it is a photo of me when I was 2 years old, and this is my first baby doll that was given to me for my birthday from my aunt. And so this is where we're going to start, and we'll go from there. I'm going to see if this can be done live. If not, I will put it on fast forward at some point. But I wanted to add just a little bit of additional texture to this page because it's really flat. And I just got this stamp set. It's one of the new Vicky Boutin stamp sets. So I thought I would use this really cool, like, polka dot. And what I'm going to do is just heat emboss some white, just some white kind of circles here and then over here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. And then let's get our embossing powder, and I want to go ahead and put something behind. Let's see. Nope, that's too stiff. I need a paper. Let's just use this. This is just a piece of paper. Go ahead and start down here. Sprinkle that on. And then here. Okay. And then put this back in. And we're all done with that. So easy peasy. Heat embossing does not have to be messy. It really doesn't. So this is going to get a bit loud for a moment because I do need to just get this heat gun warmed up. And then we'll be back to watch the magic happen here. Okay, now that I've got all of the heat embossing done, we're going to go ahead and work on the embellishment clusters. So I can't remember if I said this before, but this is for my scrap bin series, and definitely check out the links below for the other girls who are participating because it's really fun to see. They always come up with some creative ways as well. So I have this suite. It's from Maggie Holmes' sticker sheet, and there was this other one that was the yellow one was from the Carousel sticker sheet, and I was trying to figure out which one to use, and originally I wanted to use gold letters with this, so I opted against the yellow because it just totally clashed. Now I'm auditioning some black letters because I want this to say Sweet Baby. And I just don't know what I want to do. So I'm going to leave those all kind of sitting there, and you'll see me playing around with them throughout. the rest of the video. But in the end, I finally do make a decision. So I had these 2 tags, and these are actually from the new Paige Evans collection. And I just bought just the tags on this one, and I thought they would make a nice base to kind of give something a little bit larger for the photo to sit on to break up all of those patterns that are underneath it. And I really like how that works out. So here I am. Oh, all my hands moving because I was going to do this whole thing live and it just didn't work out. So I decided I wanted the title to be more of a vertical rather than horizontal because the whole layout is very much horizontal. These are gold clear stickers. I have no idea where they're from, but they had this like little wonky dot strip. And I thought that is perfect to layer like on the top and the bottom of this grouping of triangles. And I really love that little added touch to that. I'm glad that I ended up pulling those out. Now I'm thinking that, oh shoot, I'm short on the top right, but I'll probably cover up the bottom left. Well, guess what? I end up not covering up the bottom left and I cover up the top right, but that's okay. So here you see I still have that black baby and then the gold baby, and I just don't know. I'm pulling off some embellishments just from random things. This is from Dear Lizzie. I pull out some things from Close to My Heart. What else do I pull out? I pull out some bows that I made and one that I purchased. And I'm just kind of pulling things that I think I might want to use on the layout. Now, I struggled a little bit because everything I pulled out had dimension. And I have a really hard time just sticking dimension on. I always like it to layer on top of either a flat sticker or a flat embellishment. So that kind of caused me a little bit of panic when I didn't have anything kind of flat. And so I end up going in and pulling out some flowers from Paige Evans. I'm kind of showing you all the stuff I pulled out. Those doilies, those colored doilies, they are awesome. They're from a shop on YouTube, and her name is Shadney. And I end up not using those because I have the tags there. So I know I want to put this rainbow up at the right-hand corner. And I'm thinking about layering that rubber little cutie on top of it. But I'm going to let it sit there and just decide a little bit later, I think. There's where I pulled out the flowers, but that flower I have there is way too big. So I'm going through some of the other ones, trying to find what will be a better size. And that's one that I thought, oh yeah, that one works. Now, as you know, there's no green in here, but the leaves are green. I don't mind that. In the end, honestly, you end up not even really seeing it, but even if you did, that wouldn't bother me at all. And you can see where the heat embossing is. Now, I do cover up a good bit of that, but that's the fun thing about adding those little touches is they're just there. They're meant to just peek out and just add another little, oh, look at that. What's that? Another layer of texture, another thing of interest. So it's not meant to fully just be there. It's meant to be covered up somewhat. So I pulled some flowers up to the top. I'll be honest, I don't love the flowers at the top, but I just felt I needed something to tie that embellishment with cluster with the one at the bottom left. So it's fine. I'm not gonna go back and rip everything off, but looking at it now, I'm like, I don't love it, but that's okay. This is how we learn what we like and what we don't like. And anybody else looking at my layout later on is not going to, they're not going to notice or know that I don't like that. So it's not a big deal. Now that tape runner, that is the one, I don't have it in front of me, so I don't have the name, but it's the one that Chamel uses, and I love it. It is awesome. My little scrapbook store is carrying that now, and it sticks, you guys. I mean, I've had so much of that Tombow Mono adhesive. I used to use that for little ones. It doesn't stick. Later on, things are falling off. So I really love how that tape runner. So check it out. I'll have that linked below. Now these tags, I just totally screwed this one up, but I fixed it in the end. I wanted to put reinforcers over it, and I thought the reinforcers would fit because I have a punch for reinforcers. I thought it would fit right over that or right perfectly inside of that, but it didn't. So you all, I was like stuck, like what am I going to do? Oh my goodness. I ended up taking the pieces I had originally punched out and put them back in there. And you really cannot tell once you look at the layout again. So I did pop up my photo and glued all of that down. I'm going to start gluing down my title. And I'm kind of making a point to have the title kind of, once I add the flower in there, it's going to overlap everything just so slightly. And I really love when that happens. I really like when, there's just some sort of unity there between the title and the embellishment cluster. Not always, but in this one I did, because there was all sorts of little open gaps and angles with those tags. So it was important for me to have the title kind of snug right up against those tags. So I'm going to just kind of layer up some things here. And I layer the flat stuff first, and then the chipboard, and then, I go on to all of my little bits and pieces. But this is, the layout did not really take very long. And I got to use up a lot of my scraps, you guys, with these punches. So punches are a really fun way to use up your scraps. I would definitely, you could do this with like hearts. They wouldn't be interconnected like this, but you could use a heart punch and just do rows of hearts. You could do rows of circles. You could just use like 2x2 squares. You could do flowers. Any hexagons, any type of punch that you have would totally work for this. Now, did I decide? I ended up deciding on the black letters. Now, looking at it now, I feel like I could have gone either way, honestly. But at the moment, I was like, nope, I like the black. I liked the size of the black, and so that's kind of what I went with. So, and I'm addicted to thickers, y'all. So, yes. There needs to be an anonymous program for thickers, because I would be the first one in the door. So the problem is I love thickers, and I also love alphabet dies. So, what do you do? How do you choose? I have to make a point sometimes when I start a layout, like on this layout, I'm using this alphabet die, or I'm using this product, because once I get going in it, sometimes I just forget, and then at the end, it's just easier to just go grab the thickers. So, all right, gonna put down baby. And for the reason why I titled this Sweet Baby is this was, I don't know if I already said this because I've voiced this over twice, but this is I think it's the evening of my second birthday, and my aunt had gifted me this baby doll. It was my first baby doll, and the little bed and everything. And so I felt like sweet baby. I'm only 2, so I'm a baby myself. And then just, the fact that it is my first baby, I thought would be fun. And I will do my journaling probably down on the left-hand corner like underneath the embellishment cluster, I'll put how old I was and what this picture was about. So what am I doing now? I end up bringing in these stickers again. So I added one around the rainbow. I added one at the bottom, and so I was like, ooh, that big heart's kind of cute. And I was trying to figure out how to put something up to the left of that photo, and I really love how that worked. It just, I don't know, it's kind of there, but it's not distracting. I'm going to go ahead and splatter some of my Nuvo Mica Mist, and that's going to be it. I hope you all enjoy. Have a great day, guys. Bye.